In the tranquil stillness of the room, a single mote of dust performs a silent ballet within a shaft of amber sunlight. The air around it is thick with warmth, and the golden hue bathes the tiny dancer, casting it as a glimmering speck against the soft fabric of the moment. It twirls and pirouettes, gliding gracefully through the invisible currents that guide its journey. Just then, the mote catches the sun fully, flaring like a minuscule star, suspended in its solitary dance. The dusty air holds this single breath of stillness, as the particle revolves and drifts, unhurried and serene, in a world devoid of sound. Time itself seems to pause, cradling both the mote and the light in a gentle embrace. As it moves, the room watches in quiet reverence, acknowledging the beauty of this fleeting existence, as the mote softly glides past memories housed within the wooden floorboards. The journey of the mote continues, unhurriedly moving past the dark grain of the floorboards. Each new space offers a momentary escape into warm radiance before it slips back into shadow, reflecting a subtle glow that whispers of its delicate journey. Sunlight filters through the air, warming the space where the dust travels, inviting a soft quietness that envelops every corner in gentle embrace. It dances along the edge where fear and longing meet. But here, there is only the grace of being and the promise of stillness. The room, with its rich texture and muted tones, cradles the particle's descent, allowing each glimmer and flicker to settle into a pause before the next motion begins. There is an exquisite marvel in this simple act, a testament to the beauty found even in the smallest components of existence. As the mote kisses the golden space before its inevitable, languid fall, as the mote finally settles upon the quiet floorboards, its long voyage concludes. A soft hush fills the space, ensuring that this tiny particle is acknowledged amid the countless others that reside here. Each minute detail on its surface catches the light ever so slightly, like a forgotten jewel. Its descent now a memory, a quiet celebration of existence. The gentle creak of wood blends seamlessly into the atmosphere, silently surrounding the mote as it integrates with the floor, becoming part of a calm tableau. The older man watches this unfolding process, his calm, dark brown eyes reflecting the simplicity of this moment, the tranquility etched into the lines of his weathered face. Dressed in soft linen, he feels the comforting warmth of the sun on his skin, each breath deepening his connection to the world surrounding him. In his stillness, he becomes one with the dust, a gentle reminder of the beauty found in serene resignation. Inside the silent room of waiting, a profound stillness envelops the air, thick and palpable as the dust motes drift lazily in a solitary beam of golden light. This light, filtered through a delicate paper screen, washes over Kaylin like a gentle embrace, casting soft shadows that dance on the smooth, aged wooden floor. The walls, unadorned and white with an air of quiet dignity, cradle the essence of tranquility, while the room breathes an ancient wisdom, whispering promises of solace. Kaelin, seated on his woven cushion, sinks softly into the present moment, feeling each fiber against his skin, the simple texture grounding him in this sanctuary of peace. There, within this soft cocoon, the world ceases to exist outside the gentle swirl of dust and light, leaving only the weight of his breath and the stillness that envelops him. As the warmth of the afternoon sun seeps through the paper screen, it creates a tapestry of golden hues that embrace the stillness, each ray caressing the surfaces of the room. Kaelin feels the coolness of the wide wooden planks beneath him, grounding him to this moment, offering a stark contrast to the warmth that envelops his upper body. With each breath, he allows the calmness to settle deeper within, his body instinctively relaxing against the cushion, feeling its subtle give inch by inch. The air around him carries the weight of ages, thick with the silent stories of those who found their refuge here. Time folds in on itself, allowing him to immerse deeper into this gentle cocoon of warmth and stillness, where there is no urgency, only the present moment stretching out in infinite quietude, inviting him to dissolve into its embrace. Suspended in this sacred space, Kaelin remains rooted, his presence as serene as the setting that surrounds him. The fading light softens to a tender glow, shifting slowly with the sun's journey. The linen of his outfit, now warmed by the golden ambience, drapes peacefully over his frame, each gentle fold murmuring of its quiet existence against his skin. He closes his eyes, inviting the light to filter through his eyelids, painting ethereal patterns that intertwine with his breath. The dust continues to float, undisturbed, a reminder of the delicate interplay between presence and absence, each mote a testament to a world in which he is merely an observer, content in his stillness. For Kaelin, this moment stretches endlessly, a soft, gentle pull into the warmth of the now, where he remains anchored in pure, unwavering calm. Kaelin sinks deeper into the stillness of his space, the tranquility wrapping around him like a soft, warm blanket. The faint light of dawn streams softly through the window, casting gentle shadows on the wooden floor, where each beam of light dances over the smooth, aged surface. His awareness drifts to the sensation of the coolness beneath his bare feet, grounding him in the present moment. The solid integrity of the wood beneath him brings a comforting reassurance. As he takes a measured breath, feeling the expansive calm surge around him. In this perfect silence, the soft linen of his trousers brushes against his skin, a whisper against the stillness, not a sound to disturb the peace surrounding him. Slowly, he rises, unfolding his limbs in a deliberate manner, each movement a testament to the serenity that envelops him. flowing like a gentle river, unobtrusive yet profoundly fulfilling. With the smooth, deliberate motions of a practiced wanderer, Kalen places one foot gently onto the floor, relishing the coolness that eases his transition from seated to standing. He lingers, allowing the solid sensation to seep into his awareness, feeling each curve underfoot as if each board were a story whispered in his ear. As he shifts his weight, a sensation of soft linen drapes gracefully down the length of his body, the gentle fabric flowing effortlessly with him. He takes a moment to breathe, savoring the luxury of stillness, as the quiet house cradles him in its embrace. His gaze drifts towards the far corner of the room, where the earthy tones of a pitcher and cup beckon him, a comforting promise of refreshment awaiting his approach. In this moment, time feels suspended, allowing him to fully absorb his surroundings, the lightest hint of flickering dust motes dancing along the beams of dawn. Taking slow, mindful steps, Kalen feels the rhythm of each measured footfall bringing him closer to the low table nestled in the room's embrace. The wooden surface appears rich with stories, the years woven into its grain as he gazes down, feeling a sense of reverence for simplicity and daily rituals. With each step, he notices the texture of the floor beneath him, a tapestry of nature that breathes its own quiet life, enhancing the soft sounds of his movement. As he approaches the table, the gentle weight of the air fills his lungs, grounding him with every peaceful exhale. He reaches the earthenware pitcher, its shape embodying a humble beauty, and lifts it with care, the cool ceramic a contrast to the warmth radiating from his palm. Each moment unfolds, layered in stillness, inviting him deeper into this sanctuary of soft light and deep calm. In the soft embrace of the room, the older man's fingers reached out, curling gently around the englazed ceramic cup. Its surface felt cool against his skin, a slightly rough texture that offered a pleasing contrast to the warm air around him. As he lifted the cup slowly, he could feel the weight of the clay grounding him, an anchor in this tranquil moment. His fingers traced the simple, unadorned rim, exploring its contours as if discovering a long-lost friend. Each brush of his skin against the earthy vessel released a cascade of calm within him, melding seamlessly with the stillness of the sanctuary that cradled him. It was a moment of pure, unwavering focus, enveloping him in a soft cocoon of warmth, where all else faded into a gentle haze of serenity. With steady hands, he reached for the heavy clay pitcher, feeling its familiar weight settle into the palms of his hands. The coolness of the pitcher contrasted with the warmth of his skin, reminding him of the simple joy found in daily rituals. As he tilted the pitcher, the gentle gurgling of water began to rise, a soothing sound breaking the stillness that had enveloped the room for hours. The water poured forth in a slow, fluid stream, cascading gracefully, each drop merging into the next like whispers of tranquility. As the last droplets fell, a soft sigh escaped his lips. It was a sound of satisfaction, an unspoken affirmation of peace that filled the air. In that moment, the act of pouring became not merely mechanical, but a graceful dance of water and vessel, cascading life into something precious. He held the filled cup in his hands, feeling the coolness seep into his palms, a refreshing contrast to the warm glow of the room. The water inside trembled gently at the surface, shimmering with reflections of the soft light around him. He brought the cup closer, inhaling deeply, savoring the crisp, clean scent of the water, a simple pleasure that mirrored the purity of the moment. The weight of the cup felt reassuring, a small vessel of life cradled in his palms. Every subtle movement, every breath, felt boundless in their simplicity. He paused there, enveloped in the tranquility of the task, as if the room had held its breath alongside him, waiting or perhaps sharing in the stillness that wrapped around him like a warm blanket, securely tethering him to this sacred pause in time. Kalen pauses mid-step, the cool edge of his linen trousers brushing softly against his skin. The sunlight shifts, creating a new trajectory, a golden path that dances across the room. He stands before the paper screen that gently sways, letting in the warmth of the sun, each flutter whispering secrets of the day to the still air. The beam spills in, illuminating the cup of water cradled in his hands, turning the clear liquid into a prism of light. With stillness enveloping him, he watches as tiny, vibrant sparkles explode into life, a radiant display that shimmers across the surface of the wooden floor, capturing every subtle contour of the aged grain. Accompanying this sight is a sense of serenity, as if the world and its bustle has faded, leaving only the quiet magnificence of light suspended in stillness. Within the luminous patch on the floor, a tiny rainbow flickers, its colors weaving a delicate tapestry of hues that seem to breathe with life of their own. Kalen feels a gentle warmth radiating from the sunbeam, a reminder of nature's artistry that folds seamlessly into the simplicity of his existence. The moment stretches, each heartbeat echoing in the quiet, as the soft wood beneath his bare feet offers grounding, nestling him into the essence of the room. He bows his head slightly, allowing the light to wash over his calm complexion, the comforting glow tracing the gentle lines etched around his dark, tranquil eyes. The colors shift ever so slightly, casting playful reflections that glide over the surface of the wood, their movements so subtle they blend into the surrounding stillness, a soothing rhythm that invites him to breathe deeply, embracing the serenity. As he stands enveloped in this intimate display of nature's magic, Kalen feels an unhurried pause, the world outside the paper screen fading into non-existence. The small rainbow dances lightly across the room, flickering like a heartbeat, a soft pulse of color against the dark wood that seems to absorb all emotion but peace. The air is filled with the faint scent of aged pine, as if the floor itself holds on to decades of stories and memories, intertwining his own with those of the past. His long, silver hair catches the light, shimmering slightly as the sun's embrace wraps around him, amplifying the stillness of the moment. He holds the cup delicately, feeling the coolness of the water seep into his palm, a gentle reminder of the simplicity in this precious moment. In this ethereal space, he merges into the tranquility, drifting away from the world, anchored only by the warmth of light and color. In the soft glow of dawn, he stands serenely, a cup cradled in his hands, the warm ceramic resting against the gentle rise of his palms. Light filters through the window, casting a golden hue that dances across the smooth surface, illuminating the colors swirling within. As he tilts the cup slightly, he watches with a tranquil gaze as the colors unfurl, a delicate spectrum of red bleeding seamlessly into orange and then melting into rich yellow. The hues weave an intricate tapestry, each shade softly blossoming with the sedate grace of morning petals. He breathes in the warmth, letting the fragrant aroma of freshly brewed tea melt into the stillness around him, the world outside momentarily forgotten. This beautiful display, born from simple elements, invites him into a serene reverie, reminding him of the beauty that exists in gentle observation. As he continues to stand in this moment, he allows himself to become fully aware of the sensations surrounding him. The linen of his tunic drapes comfortably over his frame, the fabric feeling cool against his sun-weathered skin. He senses the soft caress of the morning breeze, a gentle whisper that flows through the open window, tickling the tips of his silver hair. Each slow breath he takes aligns with the vibrant colors within the cup, the universe momentarily distilled into this tranquil spectacle. Here, in this stillness, he feels an embrace of completeness. The vibrant hues call to him, creating a visual melody that soothes his spirit. Everything in this moment is exactly as it should be, allowing time to drift away, leaving only the comforting pulse of existence in the quiet of dawn. He turns his attention back to the swirling colors, which now appear even more vibrant against the backdrop of the morning light. The indigo deepens, saturating the air with tranquility, creating a contrast that soothes his soul. He settles into this moment, letting go of any remaining distractions as each color melds into the next, forming a gentle whirlpool of warmth and serenity. With each passing instant, he becomes more immersed in this delicate tableau, appreciating the fleeting beauty of each hue as if they were whispers of nature's secrets. Here stands a man at peace, his heart synchronized with the stillness around him, completely absorbed by the small yet profound miracles that unfold in silence. In this moment, he finds solace, an affirmation that beauty exists not just in grand displays, but in the simple act of seeing. Returning to his familiar cushion, Kalen eases himself into the embrace of the fabric, feeling its softness cradle his frame. He places the cup of cool, clear water on the smooth wooden floor beside him, its surface cool against the warmth of the sun-kissed room. The golden rays, now arced low in the evening sky, stretch gently across the wooden floor, tracing a delicate path across the room as they wander languidly toward him. One particularly warm beam settles upon his knee, where it lingers, warming the faded linen of his trousers. He observes the tiny flecks of dust dancing slowly in the sunbeam, suspended in the stillness, as if time itself has slowed to match their gentle drift. Each particle catches the light, creating a delicate shimmer that fills the dim room with ethereal serenity, inviting him deeper into this tranquil moment. The weight of the air within the room envelops him, a gentle caress that whispers in silent harmony with the rhythm of his breath. He settles deeper into the plush cushion, feeling the coolness of the wooden floor through the soft fabric beneath him, a subtle grounding connection that anchors him in this sanctuary. Capable commented with the patterns woven into his linen trousers, soft against his skin as the warm sunbeam lovingly spreads, deepening the sense of warmth on his knee. Time seems to dissolve around him. Only the sensation of fabric and the soft touch of sunlight remain. Each even inhalation draws in the peaceful energy of the space, and each exhalation releases a serene sigh that blends into the stillness of the room, inviting a deeper tranquility within. With each breath, he savors the connection of his being to the very elements around him, the sun, the wood, the air, and the water. Kalen feels the steady rise and fall of his chest, a gentle tide of life pulsating quietly in response to the calming rhythms of his surroundings. The ancient wood of the room whispers secrets of time as he reflects on the modest cup beside him, filled with living water. It stands as a testament to the simplicity and purity of existence. A tiny rainbow arching within a glass. The air abounds with a stillness that wraps around him like the warm sunbeam on his knee, inviting him to dissolve further into this moment. Everything coalesces into an unbreakable connection, a bridge between the vastness above and the simplicity below, each breath a deep, resonating reminder of the beauty found in tranquility. Sunlight filters softly through the sheer curtains, casting delicate patterns of light and shadow upon the faded wooden floor. The room is still, holding its breath in the quiet moments, as an older man stands rooted by the window. His linen trousers dance gently with the slightest breeze, and the tunic clings softly to his frame, whispering tales of warmth and comfort. He imbibes the serenity surrounding him, feeling the weight of the world dissolve into the air, leaving only the tangible threads of his being woven into the fabric of existence. Time seems to stretch and yawn, each instant folding seamlessly into the next, enveloping him in tranquility. The warmth of the sunlight kisses his sun-weathered skin, grounding him, anchoring him to the rhythmic pulse of the universe. There is nothing urgent. There is only this radiant moment that stretches infinitely into the now. The dust motes drift lazily through the golden light, catching fleeting glimmers that seem to dance in the still air. The man takes a deliberate breath, allowing the warmth to expand his chest, his awareness settling deeper into the present. Each exhale releases remnants of tension, softening the lines etched around his gentle, dark brown eyes. His long, silver hair, tied loosely, brushes lightly against his neck, a quiet reminder of his connection to the world around him. He feels the floor beneath him, solid and unwavering, reminiscent of the earth's steady embrace. Around him, the soft sounds of distant rustling leaves provide a gentle, rhythmic hum, harmonizing with the vast silence that cradles his thoughts. In this beautiful cocoon of softness and warmth, he lets go, surrendering completely to the sensation of being here, entirely after the passage of time. With each steady breath, he feels the gentle pull of gravity, like roots anchoring him to the earth. A wave of profound peace washes over him, each moment unfolding like the petals of a blooming flower, revealing layers of tranquility and acceptance. His body, draped in soft linen, melds with the atmosphere as he embraces the stillness wrapped around him. The quiet hum of existence, the calm thrum of life just beyond the walls surrounds him and invites him deeper into relaxation. Each heartbeat lulls him further into rest, as the space between thoughts expands, allowing only the simplicity of presence to fill his awareness. He is not separate from this pattern of existence. He is a serene note in a grand symphony, integral and complete, without haste or desire, simply being in the beautiful stillness of now. As the last rays of sunlight slip away, the silent room of waiting embraces the soft, dusky lavender that floods the space, settling into a deep, velvety blue. The air, now cooler, wraps around Kalen like a gentle embrace. He sits cross-legged on the polished floorboards, their warmth lingering from the day's sunlight, a comforting memory that slowly dissipates. His loose-fitting trousers fall softly against his legs, the cool linen whispering against his sun-kissed skin. The paper window screen, delicately illuminated by the silvery ascent of the evening moon, casts soft shadows that dance lightly, as if the room itself breathes in unison with the night. There is a deep, settled stillness in the air, an invitation to melt into the moment, to simply exist within the tranquility that descends upon him. Kalen shifts his gaze toward the gentle radiance of the moonlight, allowing himself to simply appreciate its calm glow. He brings his focus to the cup resting on the floor beside him, a cool vessel filled with crystal-clear water. His fingers move slowly, almost reverently, as he reaches out, feeling the smooth ceramic beneath his touch. The cup nestles warmly in his palm as he lifts it with unhurried grace, savoring the coolness of the water inside. He raises it to his lips, each slow motion deliberate, as if time has stretched into infinite serenity. As the cool liquid meets his mouth, he tastes the pure refreshment that rises within him. Each drop is a gentle wave that soothes his throat, a simple yet sacred act that suspends him in this sacred moment of stillness. The water settles within him, and Kaelan lowers the cup back to the floor, the weight of it gently resting against the wood as he releases it with care. His fingers linger against the cool surface, feeling a lingering connection to the liquid comforts he has just imbibed. In this serene space, elongated shadows stretch lazily across the floor, embracing the contours of his form. The air feels thick with silence, rich and inviting. Each breath he takes is an unhurried inhale of peace and stillness. Kaelan sinks deeper into his seated position, feeling the gentle pull of gravity anchoring him down, aware of the world fading away as he settles into the luxurious quiet. In the dim light, he closes his eyes, surrendering to the enveloping calm, allowing the essence of the evening to softly cradle his soul beneath the watchful gaze of the moon. In the dim light of the moon, he brings the cool ceramic cup closer, feeling its subtle weight resting against his palm. The gentle glow spills softly into the room, casting fluid shadows against the walls, where the outlines seem to breathe in silence. As his eyes fixate on the rim, a single droplet of water forms, suspended with a delicate grace, capturing a faint sliver of moonlight, a tiny, luminescent sphere of tranquility. The room around him quiets even further, as if the air itself is holding its breath in reverence to this moment of beauty, echoing the soft rhythm of his slow, steady exhale. His full attention pools in that droplet, a stillness settling deep within him. Each breath he takes harmonizes with the shimmering orb, every inhale imbued with its serene, ethereal quality, until he feels time dissolve, evaporating into the gentle glow of the night. He lowers the cup instinctively, the droplet reflecting the room's quietude, and as he watches it, everything else seems to fade. The edges of his vision blur, and he finds himself entranced by the soft interplay of light and shadow. The droplet, a solitary star in an unlit sky of vast darkness. His eyelids grow heavier, succumbing to the pull of the evening's embrace, and each blink feels like a gentle fog settling over his thoughts, wrapping them in a delicate cocoon. The cup rests securely on his lap, grounding him, while the room around him remains still, as if enchanted by his tranquility. The air, thick with calm, envelops his sun-weathered skin, and he allows himself to melt into this soothing atmosphere, reassured by the steady pulse of the night. As he surrenders fully to the tranquil pull of sleep, the pearlescent droplet quivers with a life of its own, suspended in a fleeting moment before it rolls back into the cup, melding with the stillness of the water within. The soft sound as it rejoins the surface is almost imperceptible, yet it resonates in the silence, signaling the room's deepening tranquility. His breath eases into the gentle rise and fall of a dream, the simple act of existence wrapping him in warmth. The shadows blend seamlessly with the delicate moonlight, crafting an embrace that feels eternal. Unbroken by time, he remains anchored in this serene cocoon, where the boundaries of reality blur, and peace reigns unchallenged. The room, now in absolute stillness, holds him softly, a guardian of dreams woven into the fabric of the night.